Welcome to a day in the life of an insurance agency owner. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, my name is Sakha. I started my captive PNC insurance agency 9 years ago this week, and it's a long time since I've dropped a day in the lifestyle video to get you guys caught up. I have a location here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I also have a location in Oregon. We're licensed in pretty much the West, Oregon, California, Arizona, Washington. And a lot has changed since the last time I made one of these videos. We started the Insurance Creators. I've been busy. I became a father. Just been growing, man. And we've got 20 plus team members trying to keep growing this insurance agency. We've got a goal of growing it to $100 million. And I just wanted to make this video to catch up and to kind of fill you in on what life looks like nowadays. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. We got a busy day today. We got our meal prep, got our water, always got to stay hydrated. All right, so this is the office, that is Andy, and today we've got a jam-packed day. That's the energy I'm talking about. So we've got our Insurance Creators Mastermind call at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is a mastermind call that we do every 2 weeks for agency owners and their teams, and we help them with social media. We help them not suck at building their online brand and using that to generate organic business for their insurance agencies. So that's at 10. We got a special guest on that call, and then we've got our team meeting at 11:30. My managers will be leading some of that. I will be leading a portion of that. And then later on tonight, we've got a networking event, mastermind event with some lender friends, with some movers and shakers in Vegas. And then in between, we're going to just see where the day takes me, probably try to film some content, some short form content, and let's go ahead and get started. This is the content studio. You guys have probably seen it before. This is where we have filmed some content, filmed some interviews for our podcast, for the A1 experience. And this is the office. And then this is my office. Now, I want to show you guys something. I want to point out something particular. These are multiple outfits, okay? Why do I have multiple outfits? I got a pair of jeans, I got a jersey here, we got some shoes right here. Why do we have multiple outfits? That's because when you're batch creating, you want to film it all in one particular day. And you don't, if you're here, as soon as you get into that mode, or you're gonna be creating content, you don't want to have just one outfit to make it look like all your content is wearing the same thing. So it's always safe to have multiple outfits, multiple things that you can change into. So that way, it doesn't look like you're wearing the same outfit in all of your content. Okay, mastermind call is about to start. Let's go ahead and get into it. So we just wrapped up the Insurance Creators Mastermind call with my buddy Tori. Lots of value was shared. I got some takeaways myself. The community loved it. We are about to jump into our team meeting to recap October 2025 at the time of this recording, November 4th, 2025. Our agency team, we're going to recap everything we've done last month and just try to focus on how we're going to finish this year with everything we've got. And so we'll see you in the conference room. So today we had our monthly team meeting with our agency. We've got a few remote staff, so they tuned in virtually. But right now we're running a little lean on the sales side, and we recapped all of October, and we're just forecasting on how we're gonna finish these next 2 months of 2025 as strongly as we possibly can. Strongly, I don't know if that's a word. In the meeting, I wanted to certainly have our sales leader lead the meeting. We've got our sales manager, our director of sales, and we've got our sales leader. I I wanted to switch things up, have her lead the monthly meeting. And then, of course, we had Randall had a section related to social media and building your brand to encourage them to do more of that, because that's an agency, we're an agency that focuses on that. Lastly, I had a segment of the team meeting that went over how 2026 begins now, right? Because what we do this month is going to be the commission that we get in December. What we have in December is going to lead into 2026. So there is no new year, new me bullshit. We need to go right now if we plan on 2026 being anything different. And so that's what we went over in the team meeting. I also was at a mastermind recently where a gentleman presented on creating a bucket list of every single thing that you want to do before you die. I know it sounds morbid, but that keynote really spoke to me, and I've been big on writing my goals down. And although I've tried to emulate a presentation of my own on goal setting, I felt like he did it like nobody else I've seen do it before. So I wanted to play that video for my team to get their mind working, to get their mind thinking about just all the things that they want to create in this short life, and to start thinking about it and to become intentional about it. I bought that bucket list journal that the guy that did that keynote provides for all my team members, and I'm excited to have them get intentional about that going into this next year. I like to lead in a way that's not leading with my expectation. Like, my expectation is you need to sell this much. I like to lead with their goals. So whatever their goals are, we're going to reverse engineer that into a number that we can hold them accountable to from a sales perspective. And then that's the conversations that we're going to have. That's what today's meeting was all about. I think they responded well to it. They were really grateful to get those bucket lists. And then now for the rest of the day, let me just show you guys the office. For the rest of the day, after the team meeting, I pretty much just handling a couple of admin things. Like I said earlier, I have been self-managing my Airbnb. I need to stop. I need to delegate that going into this next year. But was handling a booking for that. What else do we got going on today? We've got a networking event, a mastermind that's going on in downtown Las Vegas. So gonna go to that. Was invited by one of my lender partners, and just a lot of heavy hitters that are gonna be at that. So we will go to that very shortly. But before we do, let's talk about a couple other things. So let's talk about this year of 2025 and what it has been and what I have been up to as far as a day in my life in operating this $23 million insurance agency. This year has been incredible. I'm honestly grateful. We're on pace to hit the targets that I set out to hit at the beginning of the year, as well as the things that I wanted to do outside of the agency, like starting the insurance creators and helping agency owners through that. So that has been a passion project that I've wanted to do for quite some time. In addition to that, just becoming a new dad and trying to be a present father, a present husband, and trying to balance the home life with the work life and call it, home life harmony, right? As well as moving into this new house and building a backyard and getting the new house ready, renting out our old one, self-managing the Airbnb. Like, this has been a year of a lot of juggling, and I'm grateful that I have been able to remove myself from the agency enough to be able to focus on all these things while building our online brand. I forgot, putting out content like this, as well as short form and growing on social media this year. A lot of growth has happened on social media, but I'm grateful that I have the leaders in place that has allowed us to do that. What I focus on now, what my day-to-day looks like now from an agency perspective, is analyzing the data, making sure I'm putting my team in a position to win, controlling the marketing budget, creating content, running ads, trying to just focus on the marketing aspect, marketing and staffing, and really just being like the quarterback of our operation, anticipating things that are coming, anticipating, when we need to hire, when we need to fire, adjustments, pivots, all these things. For the most part, I'm grateful that I get to manage from the top and get to really just have the conversations with my managers and then allow them to thrive and allow them to lead and manage and run this operation. So I really get to focus on building my managers and allow them to build the business. Of which, as we finish this year, sometimes the story of business pulls me back into where I'm doing more on the agency side than I'd like. But that's just the nature of business, right? We have to juggle everything. We have to inject ourselves whenever we feel necessary. We have to get involved whenever we feel necessary. And that's kind of the position I find myself in these last few months, trying to finish the year off strong. But for the most part, I couldn't be more grateful for this year, everything that's happened. And I really am excited for 2026 to get clear on what it is I want to create in 2026. Over these next 2 months, I'm going to do just that. I'm going to get really clear and write down exactly what I want this next year to look like from an operation. Are we going to acquire more agencies? Are we going to hire more people? What are we going to do to put our agency in the position to win? That's where I find myself in this awesome year. What we're gonna do right after this is we've got this networking event, so we will see you there. So that concludes the networking event, the mastermind that we were just attending. Biggest takeaway that I wanted to make from this is that we often think that we gotta just post on social media and that's going to build your brand, build your network, and it's a lot more than that. You've got to remember that nothing will replace the good old-fashioned meeting somebody in person, shaking somebody's hand, and connecting with them on a deeper level. And when you mix networking in person with social media and building your brand, putting out content, that combination makes you the most dangerous person, in my opinion, in any market. And so don't lose sight of that. But if you've been following this far, hopefully you got some value, and thank you for tuning in. Till next time, peace.